that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run out.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Kamara on the carry. The tackle by...
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7, Panthers 0.
get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is really thrown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and 5. Shotgun. It's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Down, they're going. Bridgewater. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And the Panther 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll work make it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Carolina.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 6 from the 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete. And that is...
Good point. I don't get it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
5-yard line.
Take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. A quick throw by Bridgewater, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff for Dobbins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd and goal, the ball at the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. He'll air it out. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. 20. 10. 5. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 89 yards.
The 5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Again, this is Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 21.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
A loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion here are musts. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
And I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
It's stopped by Marcus Davenport. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go play action. Bridgewater. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game.
It's a turnover on downs.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe a turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Bridgewater. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
And the Panthers.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that.